So happy New Year's Eve to everybody. So excited you guys are on here with me this morning. I have a whole 1 hour working Zoom agenda ready for us this morning, but we have tag teams. So I want to go over that first. Also, so that if I'm going to put this up on the team page. So if anybody has any questions about tag team, they can literally just watch the beginning of this video if they're not interested in doing the working Zoom. So really quick, let's go over tag team this morning. So it is tag team. If you've never done this before, is buy one, get one for this one. One of my favorite reasons that I love the tag team promo is it boosts volume. So it's not just like, hey, here's $25 off, or hey, here's something else. This is literally going to boost your volume. And today's the last day of the month. So some of you guys might have a goal to hit your rank because you're still getting a rank bonus. You might be trying to hit a new rank for the very first time. You might be trying to maintain a rank. You might be trying to hit Punta Cana. I know there's a couple people that are still trying to finish off the month strong and hit Punta Cana. Whatever that goal is for you, and this is going to help you because it's going to bring you extra volume, okay? So it ends tomorrow, which is January 1st at 11:59 p.m. All of the products in your order and your friend's order will be doubled for free, okay? So when you log in or when you go onto your cloud office, you should see it pop up immediately. It's going to show you all of your customer names and promoter names, okay? First level only. So it has to be customers that I've brought in, or it even shows your referrals as well, or promoters that you personally brought in. Choose one person, okay? If you're new and you're listening to this for the first time, make sure you've talked to that person first, because once you've chosen somebody, you can't change it. Okay. Once you've chosen somebody, you can't change it. And FYI, today's New Year's Eve, so I'm pretty sure support's not working if I had to guess. And tomorrow is a weekend. So you're not going to get anybody in support if you start freaking out and you go, I picked the wrong person. So sorry. Okay. So for example, I had somebody 2 days ago who asked me if we have any deals going on. I said, I'm sure there's going to be something for New Year's Eve. She said, let me know. When I found out yesterday we would be doing some kind of tag team, I messaged her and explained it to her. I said, you're going to have to spend $160 with no credits or discounts, but you'll get double of everything. You'll get a second box of everything you ordered. So she said, I'm in. So this morning I explained to her how to order. I said, I need you to confirm with me that you're going to order $160 worth of product today if I choose you, before I choose you. Because once I choose you, I can't pick anybody else. She confirmed. I chose her on my cloud office. Now she has to spend $160. I have to spend $160 or more, and we get double of each item we ordered. Okay. Now there are some exclusions. So listen carefully. Okay. And there's no limit on, they only have to have one order call. There's no limit. There's no limit on the size of that order. So if you spent $600, you get $600 worth of free product. Okay. But the following items are excluded: Thrive 10-day total detox, salted caramel and fudge brownie lifestyle mix. So the 2 new flavors: SGT form, Thrive skin hair peptide gel. Oh, bummer. I wanted form. The use of Thrive credits is not permitted with this promo. Okay. So what it doesn't say is if sample mail out credits. Kelly, is that usually double? I don't think so either. I wouldn't do it. So just products, guys. Okay. So that means, for example, for this person that chose this morning, I told her, listen, you want to make sure no volume does the volume double? Great question. Yep. The volume doesn't double, but they get an extra product. So now you've got somebody who just spent $160 with you plus your $160, because don't forget, your personal volume counts. Like if you're trying to hit 4K, 12K, etc., that counts, guys. Okay. Now, if I was trying to hit Punta Cana and I needed one more customer or one more promoter, I would always use this and always shoot to help a new person. So maybe you have somebody on your customer list right now who's not thriving for free, but wants to be thriving for free. This is a great time for them to order underneath their spouse, underneath themselves, or get a friend. Help explain this to your customers, okay? Because they don't really understand this if you're not explaining it to them. So you can do that in a couple of different ways. You could make a quick video explaining it. You could do a quick voice memo explaining it. Okay. And also one of the things that I did was I went through the people that I knew that are engaged with me lately. Those of you who are changing over customer groups, we're going to talk about that in a second. I've been very engaged with my customers because of that. Hi, Kendra. So good to see your face. And so because of that, I was able to message a bunch of them and say, hey, here's my cell phone number. Here's the promo. If you don't understand it, text me. And I did a quick voice message about how to work it. Okay. I always encourage my customers, if they're not thriving for free yet, Because sometimes if they have been with me for a while and they're still not thriving for free, 2 people is intimidating to them for whatever reason. That's why they're not thriving for free yet. So I always try to explain to them how one person can be their spouse or somebody that lives with them, as long as they're 18 and up. Second, you just need one more customer. So that sometimes is less intimidating for people. Okay, going back to my person, I explained to her because she wants the 3 steps. And really, if you're ordering the 3 steps separately, right, and you just bought 1 box of each thing, it would only be $150. So I talked to her about Black Label. I talked to her about adding a second box of Lifestyle Mix, and her total will be over $160. Okay, so make sure you help them with that as well, because sometimes people don't really understand that. She also loved Chill when I sent her a sample in the past. So I told her, if I was you, here's what I would order: 1 box of women's, 2 boxes or canisters of Lifestyle Mix in any flavor except fudge brownie or caramel, because those don't count. And then Black Label DFT, and add on Chill. And then you'll have enough for the next 2 months. Now, FYI, I've now lost an auto ship customer for next month. Let's be honest, right? Because she's probably not going to continue on as an auto ship customer in January if she just got double that product. So just be careful about that as well. If you're counting on this person as an auto ship customer, it might be a good idea to not pick one of those people. Okay. Ashley, yes, such a great point that I didn't even think about, because Ultimate Thriver is still kind of new for me. I didn't do it last year. I was going through chemo. I'm going to be doing it this year. You do have to be on auto ship for Ultimate Thriver. So if they are one of the people that are doing the Ultimate Thriver contest in January, February, March, they have to be on auto ship. So it doesn't matter if they doubled up. And actually, if they are doing Ultimate Thriver, I would be talking to them about my top tips for what to take during that time. There's even an Ultimate Thriver package, if you haven't seen that yet, on your Cloud Office. So things like Circulate, right? That's a great one to be taking. Our amino acid sculpt, right? Making sure they have balance or biotic to get rid of that belly bloat, or maybe both, right? Taking heat, things like that. Okay. All right. I feel like I went through that good enough. If you guys have questions, feel free to ask below. If you're watching this later on a recording, feel free to drop your questions in the comments below. And I will come back and check here a couple times today. Okay. Whenever a promo like this comes out, my goal is to read the fine print. My second goal is to make sure I find somebody immediately, and I work on that. So I'm just going to be honest with you. If I hadn't picked my tag team person yet or found that yet, right now at the beginning of this working Zoom, that's what I would be working on. Okay. I've already done that. So I'm going to move on and go ahead and start working on the actual working Zoom that I had planned for you guys today. And I'm so excited to see you guys on. Oh, even got Scott. Are you guys in Florida, Kendra? Nice. Oh, you're muted, but that's okay.
We were actually supposed to fly out this morning at 7 and our flight got canceled. So we're on.
Weather or COVID?
They told us weather. Oh, you have to mute it. Oh, shoot.
It just happens when you have 2 people. He is muted, Kendra, but that's okay. You can type it in the chat. Okay, I'm going to get us started, you guys. So first 30 minutes of this was going to be all about customer groups, but since we've already are 9 minutes in, we're going to do 20 minutes. Okay. So I'm going to set my timer right now before I start talking to you guys. All right. So we're going to spend the next 20 minutes focusing on customer groups. Okay. First, I want you to put in the chat right now, what customer group are you a part of? Okay, put it in the chat right now. The reason I'm asking is because I'm finding that a lot of people don't even know. So it's really important that you know. I'm looking at all of you guys, and I'm pretty sure all of you are in Do You Thrive? Okay, so one of the things is, if you have been with Kelly Hoover and I, we have been in Thrive in Life, but now we're moving over to Do You Thrive? Okay, so if you have currently always been with Do You Thrive, you can kind of ignore what I'm about to say right now. If you haven't been, Thrive in Life is merging with Do You Thrive for multiple reasons. One is to gain more activity, to make it a lighter load on your leaders. And why not have a bigger community where people are engaged and actively, hanging out, having fun, and doing stuff together. Plus, that Super Saturday sharing that you guys did in Do You Thrive in December, that killed it. It was so much fun. We're going to start hosting every single month, the 3rd Saturday of every single month. So right now, go find your calendar for January and write January 15th. It's a Saturday. We are doing Super Saturday. It will be from 9 to 9 in Do You Thrive? So every hour on the hour, there is going to be somebody sharing their Thrive experience or something about Labelle or the products, and then a quick giveaway at the top of every hour. The lives should be anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, and people will earn a gift. So for example, Why is this important? Because they're going to get to hear tons of stories all at once. And it's all up to us to make it fun, engaging, and get people on there to pay attention. Why am I sharing that? Because I want you guys to see the importance of tagging and being involved in the customer group. If you just show up that Saturday, you're not going to get as good of results. But if you've been engaging with your people that are inside of there, it is so much easier. So we're about to start a new year. Let's get organized. Do you have a list of the people that are in Do You Thrive customer group? If the answer is yes, high five to you right now. I'm so proud of you. Great job. If you don't, that's okay. Okay, I've been using Trello for the last year and I realized it's not for me. I'm going back to my paper and my notebook. So I have one tab section that's just for my customer group people. So I'm starting to write it down. Like I only have 4 names right now because I'm not transferring them from Trello. I'm reaching out to each person individually before I even write them on this notebook. So I challenge you, if you haven't gotten organized, start that notebook, start that Excel spreadsheet, start that Trello board, however you want to do it, but don't write down the name until you've contacted that person first and re-engaged with them. Okay. So now let's talk about the ask, add, tag, message formula. When you ask somebody to join the group, maybe you only have a couple people in there right now and you need to add some more people. We always need to be adding people. Who do you add to that group? Anybody who's already a customer, anybody who is a potential customer, anybody who you've been talking to about Thrive or has asked you about your vitamins or supplements. Even if they've said no to ordering right now, that's a great person to be in there and pay attention. The next one is, sorry, my girl for tag team just had a question. Let me answer her really quick because I don't want her to mess up. Sorry, guys. I don't want her to mess up because then it messes me up. Okay. So ask, add, tag, message. Who all's in there? Went over that. Samplers. I never give somebody a sample without getting them in a customer group unless they just don't belong to Facebook. Okay. So that's one way. And then ask, add, tag, message is just simply a formula that makes it so easy to get people in there. I asked them, hey, I would love to add you into a health and wellness group that we've created for people who are looking into Thrive. You'll love it. It's a great community that uplifts and inspires each other. And once a month, we have a huge, massive giveaway on a Saturday with lots of stories. That's what I've been saying the last couple of days. Okay. Everybody's little like wording is different. If you have a wording that really works for you, share it in the chat because we're all about sharing with each other. So I ask them, they say yes, then I add them into the group. I then, before I even tag them, it's actually ask, add, message tag because nowadays they have to accept it, right? So then I send them the link to the group and I say, hey, Melissa, you said you want to be part of this group. I just added you. I need you to accept. Once you've accepted by using this link, then I will tag you on something I think you'd be interested in. Then I tag them on something like we had that fun little promo that Beth did about share your favorite holiday picture. So I tagged some people on that, right? So find something. Maybe it's somebody's story in there. Maybe it's something in the guides, okay, etc. All right. So that's what you're doing once you get in there. Now, you got to go back and figure out who do you know who's in the groups. If you don't know who's in the group, you've just lost track or you weren't organized before, but you're going to be organized now. Go to members, see who you're friends with, and go through those people. Some of them are going to be thrivers. Like I might be friends with Kelly. Okay, Kelly's not my customer, but I can look through that and go, oh, that's a thriver on my team, or that's a thriver on my sideline, and keep going so you find all the people that you have personally brought in. That's just the best way to do it. Then go and tag them on something that you feel like they would be interested in this week. Okay. And notice, like you might want a certain video or information that you don't see in there. If that happens, let us know. Send me a private message. And I would love to make sure I get one of those videos up for us or stories or something in the guides that would help you when you're adding people and you want to tag them to something. Okay. So right now, we're spending the next 10 minutes in here. And the last 5 minutes of the half hour, we're going to actually do a story about this group. So right now, all I want you to be doing is finding the customers that you already have in this group and tagging them on something. And then if you get done doing that, because maybe you only have 3 or 4 people in there, then I want you to start inviting people into the group. Okay. So if you guys have any questions, just ask. We're going to be doing this for the next 10 minutes. If you guys have been part of Thrive in Life and you're moving over to Do You Thrive, make sure that if your person has moved over, that you have them tagged in the post where they can win a $100 gift card for moving over. Oh, Jimmy, you're in Amber's customer group. So that's why you might be a little confused. Is that right? Yeah, you're in Amber's. If you want to be part of Do You Thrive, just let us know and we can add you in there. Actually, I'll put the link right here in the chat. You might want to join and check it out for the month of January because we are going to be doing that Super Saturday on January 15th. So it might be something that you decide you want to be a part of and you want to add some customers to it. So I just sent you the link. You're welcome to go in there and we'll preview in there and you can check it out for the month of January and see if in February you want to add people in there. Melissa just asked, what does it mean if you can't find a friend's name to add? I know it's so weird. Sometimes I can't either. So what I do is I'll actually show you guys here. I'll hit share screen. I actually just had to do this with somebody, Melissa. So let's see. Okay. So I go right here to invite. I'm in Do You Thrive? Let me go back to the homepage of it. I go invite. And then if I can't find the person's name, even when I search here, which sometimes happens, it literally just happened to me with somebody else. Then I go to invite instead and say invite with link. And then you go to copy link. And then you just send them the message with that direct link that you invited them with.
Okay, thanks. That's what I did. I just wasn't sure if like share settings changed or if that was like a do not invite me to things.
No, I mean, I have had some that don't even, like they say that when they click the link, it doesn't even work. That means they have something set like that where they don't want to be invited to groups and they have to fix it. But if the link works, then they don't have that set. All right, guys. So we are going to spend the last 5 minutes of this block doing a story about the group. Okay. It is such a valuable group. I think we sometimes forget the value that we bring inside of a group like this. Okay. So what I want you to do is create a story. It could literally be just you talking right now on your stories for Instagram, Facebook, or both. Or it could be taking a picture of something on here. It could be taking a graphic from on here, whatever you want. We're going to spend the next 5 minutes doing a story on this. If you guys have ideas you want to share in the chat, you're welcome to do that. Okay, I'm going to mute because I'm going to use my voice. Okay, timer went off. Oh, I love it. Great story today, Ashley Weeds. Great job. Okay. I got tagged in hers. Okay. So now we've done that. Hopefully you guys are done with your stories so we can move on to the second half of this huddle. Okay. So we're going to talk about hashtags today. Okay. So I just want to also tell you guys, when we have these working Zooms, they're income producing activities, right? We're going back to 1 hour ones. They're starting only on Wednesdays, starting the month of January. So starting next week, it'll only be either 8 a.m. for an hour, 1 p.m. for an hour, or 8 p.m. for an hour every Wednesday. Okay. I would highly recommend getting your team on these. Okay. It's kind of ridiculous that right now, I'm just like calling it, you guys are here. So I'm not saying it about you, but there's only 10 of us on here, right? That's ridiculous. We're ending a year and starting a new one. The fact that only 10 people want to work their business, is crazy to me, because I know a lot of people are probably just chilling out right now instead of just getting this 1 hour done. But I want to tell you, these aren't the only things that I'm doing. So one of the cool things is Sunday, I'm gonna show it to you guys really fast, but I'm not going to give it to you ahead of time. Maybe I should, because you guys are here. Actually, you know what? If you email me today, blaircritch@gmail.com, I will send you this. Everybody else is not going to get it until they go through our new 14-day onboarding system that we're giving. But we have this really cool weekly planner that I just created that I'm going to be going over Sunday on our team huddle. And it is literally my income producing activities. But some of the things that we're not doing right now is like, I always do birthday messages. So there are some things that we're not doing right now, but I really wanted to focus on this hashtag training because I've had a couple people ask me. It's blaircritch@gmail.com. All right. So I want you to stop right now and think, what are 4 to 5 things about you? Have you ever done that before? Have you done Lindsay Coggins 5 training, or Kelly Hoover did an amazing training? If you haven't done it, go to social media on our guides on our team page. And she even has a graphic with these circles that you can fill out. It's so helpful. So if you've never done that, you need to write it down to do in the next couple of days so you can start off your year with the right frame of mind. Okay. But what I'll tell you right now is I just want you to throw in the chat, what are 4 to 5 things about you? Okay. If I was going to ask like, hey, who is Jimmy? Who is Ashley? Okay. Who is Beth? What would you say? So drop them in the chat feature. What are 4 to 5 things about you? Okay. So I'll share with you guys a couple about me. What did I do with mine? I've had all these like papers I've been filling out the last couple of days to get myself focused on the new year. And I'm not really sure where I put it. Oh, crud. Oh, there it is. I see it. I just redid my office. It's a little too organized. I haven't figured it out yet. Okay. Some of you guys can relate with that. Okay. So here's my circles. Okay. Mine's midlife mama, vegan-ish, Thrive products, business Lavelle. So I make sure, so I did the 4 circles that Kelly, this graphic that she made. I do 2 of them are about Thrive. So one's about Thrive products, one's about the business. Okay. So those are the things about me. I want to see you guys in the chat. Awesome. Ashley said, mom, wellness lover, motivation, gratitude, recipes, business Lavelle. Awesome. Healing and fitness journey, menopause, tween girl mama, hospitality, wife. Yes, that does totally describe you, Melissa. Okay, awesome. You guys keep thinking about that and drop it in the chat. Okay. So what would be some hashtags that would go with those things? Okay. Ashley, what would be a hashtag that would go along with yours? Hashtag mama loves health. Hashtag healthy mama. Right? Melissa, what about you? Hashtag women in hospitality. Hashtag hospitality mom. Hashtag work at home hospitality, right? Hashtag whatever, like South Carolina hospitality, whatever. So find some hashtags that you think go along with the things that you just said. Okay, great. So Ashley picked hashtag mom life. Now she's going to go over to Instagram and she's going to put that in the search, hashtag mom life. What's going to come up is a whole page of people that have used that hashtag, right? Then she's going to find one person on there that she thinks looks like somebody she might be interested in. Okay. So I'm going to actually walk you guys through this. So one of the hashtags that I picked for myself for this new year that I'm going to be looking at right now. Okay. Fat fingers. Okay. One of the ones I wrote down was teen mom, or no, vegan-ish Florida. So here's a great example. I went with teen mom of South Florida the other day, and I realized it was like literally teenage moms, like not moms of teens. So that's why you have to play around and see what works, right? Good, Joni. I love that. Yes, yes, Beth. Okay, good. So right now I'm going to use the hashtag veganish Florida and see what comes up. Okay, this is one of the ones I was going to check on this year. Veganish Florida. See all results. No results found. Okay. So I'm going to do vegan Florida because nothing came up. Okay. So for vegan Florida, there's a whole bunch. I'm going to go to the one that has the least amount of posts because it'll be easier for me to find people. Okay. So one of them had 14,000. One of them had 1,000. So I'm going with the 1,000 one. Okay. So now I'm on there. And you guys can see there's all kinds of stuff, right? I'm going to pick one. I'm actually going to pick one of the girl wearing a shirt. Okay. So now I go to her. Her name's Emily. I'm going to click on her and go to her actual news feed, okay, on Instagram. Now I'm going to look and see, is she the right person for me? How do I know that? I'm going to look at her bio. I'm going to look at how many people she has following her. She has 5 people following her. I'm probably going to move on. But she has 295. That's great. Okay, because I don't need somebody who's a major influencer. A micro influencer to me is just as good. Somebody who utilizes their social media and would maybe be interested in getting paid for it, right? I'm looking to see what kind of things that she has in here. Okay, I'm looking to see if she has good posts. Then I'm going to go and do, if it looks like somebody that's the right person for me, then I'm going to do 3, 2, 1. Okay, what is 3, 2, 1? It's 3 posts that I'm going to like heart or like or put a little face emoji on. 2 posts I'm going to comment and engage on. I'm going to ask an open-ended question if at all possible, so that she hopefully will re-engage back with me. 1 stands for going to her stories. Now, she doesn't have anything in her stories today, so I might use that one to send her a quick message and say, hello. Hey, I was looking for other vegans in Florida. You popped up. Would love to know where you live because I don't see that on her bio. I'm always looking for great vegan restaurants near me. Do you have any good ideas for South Florida? Okay. I've only been a vegan for a year. How long have you been a vegan? So I'm just like connecting with her. Okay. Now I'm going to set a timer for 10 minutes and we're going to do this. You might get to 4 or 5 people with 3, 2, 1. You might get to only 1 person. That doesn't matter. We are just getting used to using this muscle. This is a new muscle for me. It's an old muscle for Kelly. She can do it much faster. Okay. For me, this is still kind of new. So when I'm done with that person, I move on to the next. But here's my tip. I have a section of this notebook that is for my 3, 2, 1. I'm writing those people's names down. Okay. So that I know who to go back and re-engage with and follow up with when I do follow up in case they haven't been re-engaging with me or I forgot about them. That happens to me a lot. Okay. So for right now, we're going to spend the next 10 minutes doing 3, 2, 1 based on hashtags inside of Instagram. If you have any questions, please unmute and ask me because I'm going to be looking down and working on my phone for Instagram. Hey guys, just a quick tip. This first girl I'm on, she looked super good till I got about her 7th post. And it was like super political and negative, and I don't really want that energy in my life. So I just decided I don't need to follow her. I'm going to unfollow and find somebody else. That's what this whole 3, 2, 1 is. It's like trying to weed through who's the right person for you. And the best thing about our job, we get to choose who we hang out with. Okay, we got 3 minutes left with this. So lately I've been doing this for 20 minutes and then stopping, and then I go back at different times throughout the day. Just so that it doesn't overwhelm me. Some people might be able to do this for an hour if you have time. For me, small amounts of times are better because it's not my favorite thing to do. Okay, guys, that's our timer. So now we're going to do the last 10 minutes. We're going to be doing the exact same thing of 3, 2, 1, but we're going to be doing it with geo tagging. So is there a certain area or market that you would like to build? Maybe it's a certain area you live in or a certain area that you love to travel to, or maybe like I'm looking right now at a certain city that's only 10 minutes away from me, but it's a very high income area. And I know that the women that are there would be able to easily afford Thrive and probably love things like our detox and things like that. So that's what I'm looking for. So you just go into Instagram, you go to this search. So geo tagging is when you're looking for a certain area. Okay. So like when people put a location on their spot. So what you're going to do is you're going to go up to the search bar at the top and just put in that city. So for example, I put in Lauderdale by the Sea. And then just like before, when I was looking for certain hashtags, all these different pictures come up, right? So I'm going to pick one with a person on it because I want to get to know some people. And then I go to that person's personal page. And then I see, are they the right, like this is not the right person for me. Okay. I figured that one out right away. Next one, I'm going to go to, okay, this girl. Great. She's a travel expert. She loves this area. Great. So now I'm going to look through her stuff, right? See if she's right for me. She is, then I'm going to do 3, 2, 1, just like we described before. So we're going to spend 10 minutes doing that. If anybody needs help or has questions, just unmute yourself. Bye, Kelly.
So Blair, are you actually picking like a community within your area?
Yeah. Like I live, so here's a great example. If I was you, Beth, like if you're trying to build up that Fort Mill area or something like that, just put in Fort Mill. For me, I live in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, but then we have like little mini towns, right? So like the area by the ocean is called Lauderdale by the Sea or Pompano Beach or Sunrise Beach or Lighthouse Point. So those are all different like little beach areas, but they're still in the same zip code as me, but I'm getting like kind of a little more specific so I can meet people in those little areas.
Thank you.
Or it could even be a location, guys. Like if you have a super cool hangout near you, you could even look for that location, right? Like maybe you have a Saturday farmers market that you love in your area. So you put in St. Petersburg Saturday farmer market and find that. And then all the people that go to that, right? People that go to farmers markets are usually open to buying products from other people directly, right? They prefer to do that than going to the mall or Publix. So that's a great community to be looking for. All right, guys. I hope this was helpful for you today. I will upload this to the team page. If it was helpful, tag your teams underneath it so they can watch it later. And Happy New Year. I'm so blessed and thankful to be a part of this team with all of you. I hope you guys have lots of fun tonight. Stay safe, healthy, and we will see you Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. There's going to be a little giveaway for people who are early. So make sure your team knows to get on early and not be late. All right, guys. Bye. Love ya.